Alright guys, so today I'll be giving you a video just basically on my perspective of how you can trade with a 9 to 5 job. I know a lot of people out there have a 9 to 5 job. I do myself too, and also run this YouTube channel. But just going to give you a day in the life of somebody who is actively trading while trying to do a 9 to 5 job and run a YouTube channel and a podcast at the same time. So it can be done, and in this video you're going to learn how it can be done. Alright, so it's the next morning. This is usually what I do in the morning. Get dressed, got my lanyard on. Now I come over here to my board. Always check out the plays. I put those on my community tab, so I always go check those out. Then I get ready for work. And make sure that I'm making the right trade. So I'll go check my account, make sure to close out any trades that are outstanding if I need to close them, or to take on new trades that I have coming up for the day. So always check this. I provide that to everybody, so make sure you guys look at that. I try to put that on there every week, definitely for options trading. It helps me out tremendously, but go check it out in the community tab, and then I'll go back to the next section. Alright, so now I'm in my car about to head to work. I still will check some trades, see what's going on before I head out to work. Also make sure that I have my mask with me. You gotta have the mask in case I stop in the gas station or something. Make sure you pick these up. Links down below in the description. They definitely come in handy, for your day-to-day routes, just running in and out of stores and stuff. But I'll come and I'll sit in here and listen to trades. I'll probably listen to some motivation as well before I head to work. So like some Eric Thomas always helps, or just listening to just motivation in general. Usually my go-to is some Eric Thomas. I've been listening to him since probably about the time that I was a junior in college. It definitely helped me, throughout the way. Definitely gave me that motivation to finish out and graduate. And I take that into my trading life as well. So I'll get back to you all when I get to work.
Listen to me. Once you realize who you are, you stop operating in desperation. You stop saying yes to stuff you ain't supposed to be saying yes to. So here's my big problem with a lot of y'all is your belief system is off. Like everybody can see how sweet you are. People are commenting on, well, you could do this and you could do that, and you the only one ain't caught up with it yet.
Gee, why you always on beast mode? I'm shocked more people are on beast mode. There are people who living from check to check and they comfortable. It's the weirdest thing to me. I'm like, boo, you broke. And you broke on several levels. We're not talking about Sally Mae. You still owe your grandma. We're talking about you need to cash your grandma out. Listen to me, unless you number one in your industry, you shouldn't be chilling. And if you number one in your industry, you got enough common sense to know you better not be chilling. Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 120. Every single day. Somebody said yesterday, E.T., you gave 120. What you gonna do tomorrow? I said, I don't know. Give 140. I don't know, but I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting on me. My son's counting on me. I don't have days to waste. There's nothing wrong with the opportunity. You're not giving 120. You giving 70. You giving 60. You giving 50. And you want what these people who've given sweat, who's given blood, who's given tears, you want what they paid for, and it ain't free. You don't belong at the bottom, and it's time for you to get your butt from down there. It's time for you to stop being comfortable at the bottom. Get your butt up and get to where you're supposed to be. The Bible says he was in a pig pen and he came to himself and he went home. Get your butt up. You are a royal priesthood. Get where you belong. Do what you're supposed to do. Live like you're supposed to live. You got all the stuff. You got it all. But you will not outwork me because your height has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your face has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your two-parent background has nothing to do with my work ethic. You will not outwork me. On your jet, you will not outwork me. In your Bentley, you will not outwork me. You will not outwork me. Get up. Act like you playing basketball. Act like you playing football. Compete. That's what bothers me. Many of y'all are not competing. I need effort. Compete. Go to class. I just left for school telling these kids, act like you playing football. Go in that doggone classroom. Compete. Many of you have lost your competitive edge. Get your competitive edge back. I'm not against no other motivational speaker. I'm just competitive. Some of you are not successful because every single time you run up against a trial, every time you run up against a tribulation, you stop and you cut off beast mode. And what I'm here to tell you is, if you tell that thing, I'm here just like you here, and I promise you, I ain't leaving without the degree. I ain't leaving. I will not leave without that goal. I will not leave without that dream. I will not leave this opportunity until I get it. You don't punish yourself. Somebody said, E, you losing weight. I punish myself. I don't eat meat no more. That's a punishment. Because I remember when I was eating meat, I didn't look like this. I had to give something up to go up. What do you give up? When you don't make the 203 a day, do you not watch TV? That's your problem. You getting to watch TV and not make money and still survive. You got to hear what I'm saying. The reason why you broke is because you getting a reward and you ain't working. I'm not scared that some kid's gonna take my spot. If he does, he's gonna have to do it with sweat. He's gonna have to do it with tears. He's gonna have to do it with blood. He is going to have to get up at 2:30 in the morning. If he can get up.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm in my car on my lunch break. So this is when I usually check my trades. So, sorry if it's real loud because it's raining. So this is when I go and I'll go check my trades. I'll try to make sure if I want to execute a trade or if I did this morning, making sure that it's doing okay, because a lot can change after the market opens compared to when the market goes to lunch. So lunchtime, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock is usually when people go to lunch everywhere. So that's when most people check the market. That's when I check the market. So I'll go check my trades. Some companies I've been looking at today, I have to say, would be Microsoft, Neo, going in looking at Peloton for a potential put, just because what's going on with their bikes and all their recalls, and looking at the overall market in general, still going down some today. So those are things I usually look at during the lunch. And those are, when I'll go and execute those trades, or if I'll just go and watch, read some news articles. The key is to always be doing due diligence. Due diligence is the key. Try to do it whenever you get free time. I know if you have a 9 to 5, it's really hard to try to go and, do diligence, especially, during work. If you're wondering my profession, I am an electrical engineer, so it's not like too demanding of a job. But I like to keep, work, and separate my trading from work as much as possible. So I try to take my free time that I have on lunch and look at the trades, or try to come and wake up just earlier to look at trades. So that's just one of the sacrifices that you're just going to have to make if you want to trade, potentially waking up early. Most successful people out there, wake up early, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because they have stuff to do. It makes you more productive. So if I can, I try to wake up early as possible, so I can try to execute those trades or do my research. But as you know, the market doesn't open until 8:30. So for me, I got to be at work at 7:30. So, that's kind of a crucial time for me being or trying to execute the trade. So I can't execute the trade before work. So it has to be, if I take a break or during my lunch period, where I can actually execute that trade. But it can be done if you have a 9 to 5. So I'll show you all later on what I do in wrapping up the end of the day after work. All right, so just got home from work. Got my lunchbox here with me, you guys saw earlier. And this is my car for you guys. Even though you're making big engineering bucks, this is the car I drive. This right here is my wife's car. So yeah, all paid for in cash, drive cheap cars. More money out there for trading, but just good to show you, just an average investor, not this person out here who's, talking about, oh, I got Lamborghinis and all that stuff. Just regular vehicles in a garage, which is a step up from what we were in when we lived in a small apartment. So, now I'm going to jump into what I do. About to go grab some dinner inside that my wife made. Then going to show you how I prepare for trades for tomorrow. All right, so now I'm back in my office where I usually end the day before I go to bed. And this is where I will look at the rest of the stocks throughout the day. So I'll try to use these 3 different scanners to try to figure out the volume as well as the options that I may choose for tomorrow, and also look at my watch list from earlier today. So looking at this watch list to end the day, we see that GE, Apple, NEO, Bank of America, and Ford are kind of at the top right here. The market as a whole was red today, so didn't really do too much trading. I had some things on my watch list, but I didn't really trade. I don't trade every day, even though I go through this routine of checking stocks and doing the due diligence that's needed. You don't have to trade every day. If there's positions that you don't believe in or positions that you think are bad, by all means it's your money. So I would say you don't have to trade every day. Now, if you want to trade every day, that's on you. Maybe you have the will to go and do more due diligence than me. I just don't have time to do all that research throughout the day. So then I'll also go look at the most active options. So if we see on options, puts really took over today. There were a lot of companies that just were red. So a lot of put options out there in the market. I also go and look at this ticker, this scanner, because it helps me find, the highest volume and the top movers as far as penny stocks are concerned. So we see Digital Allies up here again. I reviewed that multiple times. So I'll definitely probably try to look at them again, especially, this is a familiar name. And then some of these other companies up here, I like to look at this because it just is a quick, small list, and it goes by volume, which is always good when doing penny stocks. And then lastly, I go to FinViz, and it is just a very good metric to just look at. So on here you have, the top gainers, new highs, unusual volume. And then on here you got top losers, new low, oversold, and most volatile. So it gives you a lot of clues just looking at here what to look at. And between all those scanners, I'll go to Webull. So if you want to sign up for Webull and get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link down below in the description. So I'll just go on Webull, and I'll pick a couple that I like. Also add the ones, so like Boeing, UPS, and GE are the 3 that I had on my list for today for earnings. So their earnings was today, so I obviously have those on the list. And then add a couple on here that I was looking at throughout the day. So earlier I talked about NEO being on my list, Microsoft, and then I'll look at those and see how they performed overall. And then I will make my new list for tomorrow, basically, starting with this. Now for watch list, I do make a watch list like every day. Even though I may not be trading the stocks every day, I think making a watch list every day is a good ritual to have, or a good practice to have, in order to, stay consistent and have fresh picks. When you do a watch list every week and it's just a weekly watch list, some of your picks can be stale, and the way stocks move, you may miss out on some of the opportunities. So unless you're doing due diligence constantly, like that is every day, just checking on the stocks to see what's going on, you may miss out on some other opportunities if you just have a stagnant list that begins towards the beginning of the week, and it doesn't constantly change and evolve as the week goes on. So with that being said, hope this helped you all out there, give you a metric on what to look at and how you can trade having a 9-to-5 job. It is doable. I do it myself. I also film videos for this channel. So, and also have a podcast, which is Marauders. It's on Apple, Podcast as well as Spotify. So go check that out. But I do manage to do all those things and work a 9-to-5 job. So, it can be done. It just takes a little bit of effort. So good luck to everybody out there trading. Hope this video helped you. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.